Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal is back at it, spilling the tea on Diddy's controlling ways. And according to him, Diddy allegedly pulled some strings to get Wendy Williams banned from every radio station in New York after she hinted that he might be on the DL.
He said it when we was in Cali. When I come back to New York and that BITCH is on the radio. This is Wendy Williams.
Wendy Williams and Diddy have quite the history, and it's now being reported that Wendy tried to sound the alarm about him for years. Back in 1994, Wendy kicked off her gig at New York City's Hot 97 radio station. Meanwhile, Diddy's Bad Boy record label was on fire, boasting a roster of heavy hitters like the notorious B.I.G., Lil' Kim, Mace, and Faith Evans. So at the height of the Bad Boy reign, Wendy hinted on her radio show that Diddy might be batting for the other team, and she even allegedly got her hands on a photo showing Diddy and another man in a compromising position. Now fast forward to 2022, Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal dropped a bombshell about this incident during an interview with Art of Dialogue. Gene claimed that Diddy not only got Wendy fired from Hot 97, but also got her banned from all radio stations in New York. And allegedly, he threatened executives to pull all Bad Boy music from their stations.
When she put out those pictures of the dude pulling his pants down, and it looked like some gay act that was going on, he got on the phone. He said, let me tell you this. When I get back to New York City, if she's on the radio station, he's talking to a radio executive.
According to Gene, Diddy had so much power that no one even dared question him. And before you knew it, Wendy moved to Philadelphia for another gig.
When we got back to New York City, Wendy Williams was in Philly at a new station.
Wow.
That's the power he had.
But see, this didn't discourage Wendy from spilling the tea on Diddy. Fast forward to 2009, and she alleged that, back in the day, Diddy sent members of R&B trio Total to jump her.
I remember I got off the air one day, and them Total were downstairs waiting, and everybody upstairs at the radio station is looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down.
And then in 2013, Wendy again opened up about her exit from the NYC radio scene during a chat with Vlad TV, and revealed she was burned at the stake for shining a light on the DL men in the industry.
You know, what's worse, hip-hop wearing skirts or hip-hop being closeted and having a plethora of kids to prove manhood that, and denial of something that you shouldn't have to deny, which is your sexuality. There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such.
What's also catching fans' attention now is when Wendy dropped some serious speculation about Diddy and Cassie back in 2015. This happened shortly after news broke that Diddy and Cassie broke up and that Cassie went to South Africa to avoid him.
And she allegedly has been avoiding Puffy. And, my thing about when you date a mogul is that it's really difficult to avoid them.
Wendy then suggested that Cassie had good reason to be scared because Diddy could easily reach her anywhere.
Like he's mogul, like he can hire a plane right now, zoom it to South Africa, land on the roof of the hotel where she's staying, okay? Pay people off the front desk, give me the key and let me up in her room. But to know that somebody could actually swoop down on me in the middle of nothing would scare the bejesus out of me.
So as you probably know, last year Cassie dropped a bombshell lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of some horrific things. Diddy settled that lawsuit real quick, but it was too late. Cassie opened the floodgates and suddenly, a bunch of other allegations about Diddy's behavior started pouring out, one after another. And now things have escalated big time with those FBI raids. But with Wendy dealing with her health issues, we're sadly not getting to hear her take on all the current Diddy drama, and her absence is more noticeable than ever. One fan said, Wendy Williams would be breaking all of this Diddy stuff down. I can see her now with a chart, a map, and her pointer. And someone else added, Wendy Williams would have had a field day with this mess. Clap if you think Diddy will join Russell Simmons on that island.